Okay, so hey everybody, this is Jason Foreman. As most of you guys know, I'm a real estate agent in Los Angeles, and I'm joined here with a good friend, Amaudi.
What's
Hey
going
man,
on? How
what's
you
going on?
doing? Not too much, man. Just grinding. How about you?
Same here, same thing, a different part of the country, but more or less
Yeah.
doing the same thing as you, man.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. Very different. Yeah, that's true.
Awesome. So you guys, Amaudi's a real estate agent too. However, he's in Texas, and I'm sure you guys are very well aware that everybody's really excited about Los Angeles and California, as they have been for a while. But different states have been getting a lot more attention because a lot of people are leaving where I'm going, and they're going to places like Texas, going to places like Idaho. Amaudi, did you know that Idaho, like thanks to people from California, it had like the highest raise in real estate prices in over the last year? It's crazy.
Oh man, I didn't know that. That's crazy. I wouldn't pictured Idaho.
Yep, yep. Because a lot of people are escaping the traffic. A lot of people are getting out. A lot of celebrities are leaving. So I think a lot of like normal people kind of like followed suit.
Oh wow. Okay. Man, that's interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that.
I know. I mean, we've got all this space in the Midwest and even across some of the South that's like open. So maybe we
Yeah.
could use the rest of our country instead of just New York and California. Everybody just concentrated there.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I visited New York and you're right. It's so concentrated. It's a beautiful city, but yeah, they just got to build up at this point.
Oh, did you like it? My dad's from New York, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I had never been. So we went right before the pandemic started. So man, we went at the perfect time and it was gorgeous. I mean, I understand why people have these huge aspirations and big motivation when you go there because it's just incredible. You're near all the skyscrapers. There's just so much energy in the city.
Wow. Wow. Did you see the 9/11 memorial site?
I went twice because the first time
Wow.
I missed a specific exhibit. So we went again and man, it was pretty incredible. It was really powerful.
Really? Yeah. Like I said, my dad's from New York, but I've never been.
Really?
But
Wow.
yeah, I need to go. Okay, cool, cool. So Amadi, obviously, just like me, you're a real estate agent. You're in Texas. So number one question I have for you is why did you choose Texas?
I think it kind of chose me. I was born and raised in Texas, San
There we
Antonio,
go.
actually. So it's been my hometown for my whole life, actually. So I was, I guess, very fortunate to be born in a city that's having such a big, I guess, home boom right now. And so I never really thought I would get into real estate, but it kind of just fell in my lap. I have always had a sales background, but I've always had an interest to be an investor in real estate. And I thought, well,
Yes.
what a good way to segue as a realtor to do investments. So that's really the purpose of me going into real estate. On top of, I actually really do love the city. We have so many really cool events every year and it's just growing tremendously. So it's an amazing city. Even if you don't want to live here, I do recommend at least visiting because there's so much to do and there's so much growth going on right now.
Wow, very cool. A lot of people here are talking about San Antonio.
Yeah.
And so from what I hear, basically, like, let me see if I get this right. I'm hearing like Austin, Dallas, and San Antonio are like big tech hubs. Like there's a lot of big business coming into those parts of Texas.
Yeah,
Texas.
definitely. Houston is another really big city. That's a pretty big industrial city, but that's a massive city also. So yeah, those are the really big cities. And I know a lot of people from Houston are actually moving to San Antonio. And I think a
Oh.
lot of that reason is
Mhm.
because there's so much remote work now that I think people are wanting to move to, I guess, a more affordable cost of living. So they're finding more affordable homes in San Antonio as opposed to Houston, Dallas. Austin is booming also. So there's still a lot of homes here in San Antonio they can purchase at a lower price point, still work remotely. So that's another thing that's causing a lot of people to move to San Antonio as well.
Oh, that makes sense. Well, what is the most pricey city in Texas? Is it like Dallas or is it Houston
Yeah, it
or
would
is
have
it
to be Dallas
Austin?
and Houston.
Austin.
Austin's definitely following, but yeah,
Uh-huh.
Houston, Dallas for sure.
Austin is like the big tech city, right? That's where Google and all these companies are like largely in Austin, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of big tech companies over there in Austin. They shot up. So I think their home sales, I think in 1 year was like 42% shot up. It was something
Yeah.
ridiculous. So yeah, they're a really big tech city. Absolutely. A ton of startup over there too.
Wow. Yeah, yeah. I've definitely heard about San Antonio. I've also heard about Austin. And so that's kind of interesting, like how San Antonio looks like it's getting more popular because it was once affordable. So what is more or less if somebody moves to San Antonio and it's like maybe a small family, like a starter home, maybe like a 3 bedroom, 2 bath that's in pretty good shape, how
Mhm.
much would somebody expect to pay for that home?
I think it really depends on the location that they want to live in. So you can definitely still find something really nice here for 250.
Yeah.
I did a search this morning and there's several between 200 and 250, but kind of like anything in real estate, depends on your location. So let's say something on the northeast side of San Antonio. If you're looking to move here, I would say you would probably spend north of 250 for 3 bed, 2 bath, probably around 1,400, 1,500 square feet. You'd be looking around that price range. So definitely still affordable.
Okay, so 1,500 square feet of living space. That's like an average size home for you guys, right?
Yeah, right around there.
We're
Yeah,
kind of
1,500.
peaking.
Yeah, 1,500, 1,700, right around there.
Oh, seven. Okay, so things are a little different. Yeah, out here, about 1,100 to 1,400 is a good like starter home.
Okay.
But definitely there's space was more scarce even for a while back. So some homes go back to like 1,000 square feet, even some 2 bedroom like 900 square feet,
Oh,
which
yeah, we
is
got those.
that's what we think of more of like an apartment or something.
Hmm.
Okay, so that obviously the market has been going up, right? Because of all of the popularity, your hometown, you grew up here, so you know
Hmm.
this place. So like how much has everything gone up in the last, I don't know, you mentioned it when we spoke earlier, like there was like a whole percentage or there's like a certain price point that's just like going out of control.
Yeah, so it's pretty interesting. So, just to kind of give you an idea of how many people are moving to San Antonio and how everything's changing. So, I think July was a huge month for us. We had, it was just shy of 3,000 people moved to San Antonio. As
Nice.
compared to 2020, it was like 1,500 people. So, you can just kind of get an idea. So, the average price points are definitely pushing in San Antonio. So, think about last year we were closer to the 250 average price point. Now we're pushing like the 270, 280 price point. So it's slowly creeping up and it's just going to keep going up. So I
Oh,
mean, it's definitely getting pushed here, and soon we'll probably be like where y'all are at, because yeah, it's keeping on going.
yeah, so you hear that, guys? If you're thinking about moving to Texas, especially San Antonio, it's probably a good time if there's any sort of opportunity for you out there, or if you could work remotely and just San Antonio sounds like a good place, probably a good time to get into it. So if any of you guys are from California, especially like Northern California, you guys have probably seen Oakland. Like, dude, it sounds like what's happening to you guys happened in Oakland. You got San Francisco, which is right next to, pretty much like touching right next to Oakland. And so like everybody who I spoke to like about Oakland, a lot of people grew up there and they knew what it's like, but there's a bunch of newcomers because you got this over flooding next to it from San Francisco and like the whole, Silicon Valley area.
Yeah, wow.
And now when I meet some people who come over from Oakland, they're like, it's too expensive. Like like it's ridiculous. It's like completely priced out.
Oh
It's
man, that's
crazy.
crazy. Yeah, dang.
Yeah. I think that's what's going to happen to you guys, like it's a really great opportunity for anybody that you help, you know. I don't even think they realize what a good deal they're getting, like not just based on recent comps right now, but when they look at it like 5 years later, they're going to be like super shocked. You're in a great place, More and more people are just going to come in for sure.
Yeah, there's tons of people moving over here, not just from the big cities like you mentioned, New York, California, but
Hmm.
even from other cities in Texas. People are moving here and just all over the country. I mean, I met a lot of people from Colorado that are moving here also.
Oh,
So it's just
uh-huh.
it's attracting a lot of people, a lot of attention, which is good. But that just means one thing, and that's higher prices. So it's going to come up a lot quicker than we think. The market itself is kind of cooling down a little bit. Don't
Mm,
get me wrong,
mm.
houses are still getting multiple offers, especially if they're priced right. It gains a lot of the attention. I'm sure you understand that, but it's slowing down just a little bit. So we're seeing a little bit of calming going down, but there's still multiple offers going on. It's still a good market to sell. and still good to buy because 2022 comes, things are only going to get a little bit pricier. So, I mean, if you're thinking of making a move and you have the means to make the move pre-approved, I mean, by all means, definitely explore the option because yeah, things are only going to go a little bit higher in price.
And of course, you guys should talk to Amaudi if you're thinking about moving
Yeah.
anywhere in Texas, especially San Antonio. You want to drop something real quick? I'm sure you have. Oh yeah, we chit chat on Instagram. Go ahead and drop your Instagram, anything, even a phone number, an email.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can reach out to me at it's amaudi.m. That's my Instagram handle. It's amaudi.m. And if anyone wants to call me, shoot me a text. My number is 210-596-8034. And even if you're not looking for traditional housing, I work a lot with investors as well. That's kind of really where I got my start in real estate is working with distressed homes, distressed situations, and finding an end buyer for it. So that's kind of how I got my start because like I said in the beginning, I really want to do investment homes. So I wanted to learn as much as I can for it. So if you're an investor, you don't even have to be in California, anywhere watching this, and you are interested in buying a rental, buying a flip, you need the contacts. I have, they don't really work for me, but I know quite a few contractors that can help you get bids on properties. You know, I can run the comps for you. So kind of built my own little niche there. And then I work a lot with new construction home builders as well. So can kind of offer a little bit of everything and giving you peace of mind when you're searching, especially if you live out of state. So, I mean, feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to help out.
Cool, cool. Yeah, like just like we said earlier, I'm interested in possibly,
Yeah.
if a home is like 150 to $250,000, and that's like turnkey, or that's like you need to do some work to it.